we've attained from emergency room workers. In fact, 2 other emergency room workers confirmed the photos are accurate, and it's a portrayal of the scene from the hospital during early April. And what we're told is they had an influx of patients, and then when patients started to die, the influx really put a strain on the entire emergency room operations. And in this, you can see how they were trying to store some of the bodies. In the freezer room, you can see some of the bodies stacked on top of each other. Very grim sight that you can see in that area right there. And then there's another room where they had hospital beds where they were laying out some of the people who were dead in a sleep study room because they had run out of space as well. All this, we were told, was during a 12-hour shift within the hospital where things were just sort of out of hand. Now, of course, we've reported before that inside this hospital, there was one point where people may have died in the hallways of that hospital over this few-day period where they were having so many COVID patients come in. The ER workers were telling us nonstop over the last few days they were very upset about the conditions and the staffing levels. There were not enough nurses to patient ratio. That's something the hospital actually has addressed with us. They have said in response to CNN, the hospital has decided to also order more refrigerator units to put outside to make sure they can store some of these bodies. They've also said they've stepped forward with surging more staff into the emergency room to make sure some of these staffing levels didn't have the same issues. But when you look at these pictures and you understand the position that some of these people were put into, it calls to question a lot of things that may be going on, especially with the influx of COVID cases in the city. Anderson?
Oh my God.